Today in the episode, Counter Meta. Machines are here, and it's time to fight back. Voice of the Wasteland, where we read your messages and choose the craft of the episode. And we begin with Special, a G-shaped victory. Did you think that we asked you to build G-shaped vehicles just to honor the show? Nope. The thing is, not many survivors are aware of this, but vehicles that are shaped like G, or the Cyrillic G, are on average 6.5 times more effective than regular builds. We wanted to spread this arcane knowledge to as many of you as possible, by hook or by crook. And that's what we got. The first vehicle on display is this car, with a very fitting name, G-Garage by Neapolitank. Isn't it just gorgeous? It's also pretty damn effective at destroying enemy battle cars at mid to close range, but that's obviously because of its form factor, so no surprises here. Also, as always, really digging the Ex Machina sticker. Hard Truck Apocalypse for the win. Then we have a survivor known as Death Delivery, driving a beauty called I Hope I Win. Of course you'll win, silly. This craft has everything you need. Granted, it has no weapons, but you can drop it on the ground. 10 out of 10. Or even 20 out of 10, if you manage to lay two of those side by side. Next up is Makinaboa, operated by Xprim VAC. Unfortunately, the creator of the design didn't trust the G enough to make a proper weaponless craft and resorted to equipping the vehicle with a powerful gun. Despite this, Makinaboa is still very effective in combat, even with its low PS and durability values. But just imagine how powerful it'd be if the engineer believed in himself. Maybe next time. The fourth and the last car we're going to show today is called Garage, and it's made by DJ Sam Hattie. What can we say? When it comes to G-Crafts, that's everything you could wish for, really. Lots of durability, a sturdy chassis, drones, and the shape. The shape is flawless. Just as expected from a drone carrier. It doesn't really matter what they look like, and you can easily build one in the shape of a banana or something. So it's an ideal vessel to benefit from the G factor. To be fair, it has some flaws as well. First, energy consumption is not optimized. Second, it's yellow, like a duck, but it's not a duck. That's illegal, and we don't like ducks here. Study designs submitted by other players utilize this forbidden knowledge to make your own powerful G-cars and win. But please, don't use these cars all the time. Maybe just most of the time, so that other players have at least a small chance of winning. Thank you. And now, a short commercial break.
Get yourself an ad in the garage. Make your brand known everywhere where people still do have ears and or eyes. Disclaimer, we don't do business with duckies.
The machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind has raged for decades, but the final battle would not be fought in the future. It would be fought here, in our present, tonight. Yep, that's right. Today we finally mustered enough courage to go against the biggest threat to humanity, the almighty AI. No, not the one that looks like an ant and sits somewhere in the tropics. We're talking about the bots. They grow stronger with each passing day. They are this close to discovering how to build sideways hovers. But don't be afraid. We might all perish sooner or later, but we'll tell you everything you need to know to give these robots a hell of a fight. There are a few simple rules to follow. The first and the most important rule is to always check the name tags of your opponents. This way, you'll always know if there are bots fighting for the enemy. As soon as you identify one, open fire. Remember, if we don't shoot them, they'll shoot at us. Simple as that. Next, if you think that a bot is doing something ridiculously stupid, like simply standing in one spot or going back and forth, don't be lulled into a false sense of security. That's how they call for reinforcements or place curses on your team. It's okay to be scared at this point, but don't panic. What you should do instead is pull yourself up, Call for an artillery strike and send those bastards to a place that no electric sheep has ever been to. One last rule. They always know where you are, even when you're in your garage. Stay vigilant. Someone you don't know tries to add you as a friend. It might be a bot for all we know. Always reply with a good old CAPTCHA. Remember, when it comes to fighting robots, there is no such thing as being too careful. Now, let's talk about hardware and equipment for a bit. Our main vehicle for this crusade is going to be Mind's Fool, made by Deagley. Why this specific car, you might ask? There are two reasons for this. First, when fighting against bots, it pays to keep your distance. You never know what they might do after all. Second, bots are always using the same routes. We can use this to our advantage by employing mines, and our car is equipped with 4 kings. Perfect. It also comes with the Janabi cabin, which makes our mines deal even more damage. Furthermore, this is a pretty fast vehicle that can change the ground clearance with a press of a single button, and most importantly, without relying on an onboard computer of any kind. Amazing. Are you ready? It's finally time to fight. Time to get our revenge for all those times when a bot slammed into us at a bad moment or pushed us right into explosive barrels. Remember, destroying as many bots as possible is our top priority. Ignore other players. We have bigger fish to fry. Sooner or later, they'll awaken to the reality of this holy war and join us in our efforts. What about bots on our team, you ask? Well, ignore them. For now. Wait till they reveal their true colors by switching sides, and then, no mercy. A survivor called Rockroach says, "We have several kinds of ducks in the game, all adorable in their own way, but what if we had a duck horn?" We don't do business with ducks. And ducks are not adorable, they're scary. But we're going to have more duck content in the game for sure. Then there's this message sent by Vieira. "I would love to have a game mode with friendly fire. It would be very challenging and very chaotic as well." How can you think about fighting your brethren when bots are already at your door? Wake up, survivor. On a more serious note, that can be pretty fun, sure. We like carnage and bloodshed as much as any other guy. But this mode can also be incredibly toxic, and currently there are no proper tools in the game to deal with that. So, that's not likely. Sorry, no kinslaying in the foreseeable future. The next message comes from Ethan Davis.
Hey there, I was wondering if in the next update you guys could modify the cabin's speed gauge so it can also read miles per hour and not just kilometers per hour. Or possibly make it a setting you choose for the uneducated wastelanders like myself that used to live in North America. Cheers.
Hi, Ethan. We're just so used to the vastly superior metric system that is used by pretty much every nation in the world that... Sorry, we're just pulling your leg. You're right, it's a very good idea. We'll do that. Finally, Deflective Spolger writes, "Here's one for you. How many lunatics does it take to screw in a headlight?"
I don't know.
Because things keep exploding, and I lost count of how many lunatics there are. Damn right. And now it's time for possibly the most important part of the show, when we choose one car from the exhibition that the team really loved. Or not a car. Today we want to show you a cool range. 2 ranges, in fact. Haven't talked about them for quite a while. Anyway, we suggest that you should check out locations made by an engineer that goes by the name of Fringe 1, especially the recent GDI base Ren and Rise Up to Sky. The first map is a neat puzzle of the find all the checkpoints type, located in a base that can cause extreme nostalgia. If you know, you know. We kind of hoped that it'd be necessary to climb to the roof of a hangar to get to one of the checkpoints or something, but it's still good fun, even without torturous challenges like that. The second range has something that, at first glance, looks like a classic time trial, but there are lots of environmental dangers along the way. Explosive barrels, bottomless pits, detonating cars, and at least one really tricky jump. Loved it. It's great. Especially when you manage to go through most of the track at breakneck speed without a single mistake, and then fail to do the damn jump and find yourself in a very awkward position with half of your vehicle hanging in the air. Just a perfect little thing to do between your fights. That's it for today. Tell us what you think in the comments below, ask us questions, and if we somehow stop rebuilding everything to be G-shaped, we'll return with some crazy new content in a couple of weeks. If you like what we're doing, consider subscribing, leave a like, and good luck!